Hello everyone. In this video, I'd like to talk to you about week 14, module 14, what to expect and some of your responsibilities. First, I want to say welcome back from the Thanksgiving break. I hope you all had a delightful one. And if you are traveling, I wish you safe travels. More importantly, I want to congratulate you because this semester is almost over. We have week 15 and then finals week, and there's pretty much nothing else for you guys to turn in. The only thing you're turning in is a portfolio, and that's it's an easy essay. So there's not a lot of work left in this course, so I think that's good news. Now I'm going to have to make you guys wait. That is before you turn in your portfolio. Why? So I have already recorded a video reviewing the assignments, but I want to make sure that you guys have the most up-to-date feedback regarding your work in this course. This means feedback concerning your multimodal arguments, your multimodal argument presentation, and design brief. So if I do release this assignment, I would ask you not to submit it quickly until you receive feedback on all your major assignments in the course, particularly your multimodal arguments. Okay? So I'm almost done with the multimodal argument grading. I have looked at your draft and peer review, and also your design brief, and you should get the whole point, unless there's something that you probably did not do according to the rubric. Now, having said that, I want to mention that there is a reflection part which you are supposed to complete, and that's due on Monday. Now, I want to mention that in week 13, you completed multimodal argument design brief and multimodal argument presentation, but giving you this is just a lot. So this had to be shifted until the week after Thanksgiving break. Okay? So that's why the reflection wasn't due on the same. It was just a lot, to have everything due on a Friday or Thursday. And around the Friday or Thursday before the week of Thanksgiving, many of you were probably preparing to leave your dorm and travel for Thanksgiving, so I understand. So please try to complete this reflection part as soon as possible. It's due on Monday, and if you turn it in late, as long as it's not, I would say like maybe Tuesday morning, I will look at it. I'm probably going to grade it. I'll be grading it by then. So I think this should be easy for you while you still have your presentations fresh in your mind. So please complete this. Again, I know that it's been a lot of work you guys have had to complete before going on Thanksgiving break. The good news is that you don't really have much left to do in this course other than to turn in your portfolio, and I think that's good news. So you pretty much done. I would say you're like 90% done with the course if you've completed this part, this reflection brief, reflection multimodal argument presentation. Okay. Now, having said that, I want to go over some of what you can expect in week 14. Week 14, there's not, like I said, going into week 15, there's not a lot of work left in this class, but I'm going to review some checklists. So the reflection and developing portfolios. So again, the multimodal argument and presentation reflection. So those are the things and that you need to work on. So looking at the portfolio for Unit 4, that's what you will be completing. That's going to be your last essay in this course. So these are the specifications to understand about the portfolio. Okay? Alright, having said that, let's look at other responsibilities. This is just to help you with reflection writing. I have this video, which is something I often share with my students when they are developing reflection writing. So in your portfolio, this will be helpful. guiding you on how you should think about writing your portfolio or your reflection essay. So this presentation pretty much covers the specifications for the portfolio assignment and what to expect. Okay, I don't want you guys to worry about this, because this is probably an activity I would introduce in an in-person class. So since it's an online class, you don't have to worry about this, and also this part of the presentation. Okay, but this gives you a highlight of what to expect for the portfolio assignment. Having said that, I want to mention that the portfolio assignment is something I've already reviewed in the video, but I would like you guys to wait before you complete this. Do not just rush, because you look at, if I release this now, I'm sure many of you are going to rush and then sign out of the class. I want you guys to have a fair, let's say, I want your reflection to be well-rounded and comprehensive. It should reflect on the work you began in this course, and also the work you've completed in the final part of this class. So it's looking at the beginning and the end. So I don't just want you to reflect on something you liked at the beginning and then forget about the later part of the course. That is the reason why I'm not going to release this portfolio assignment just yet. We still got enough time before this semester is over and before this course is over, and it's due on December 15. My plan is to release it maybe likely by the end of this week or before the end of this week. And by then you would have received all your feedback comments on your multimodal design brief and multimodal arguments presentation. So you pretty much would have received feedback on all your work in this course, with the exception of the portfolio assignment itself. Now I think that would help you in writing something that is more comprehensive, a comprehensive reflection, rather than just giving me some reflection piece that just covers your early participation in the course, or your participation in the early part of the course and in the middle of the semester. So I wanted to reflect the beginning, the middle, and towards the end, because that tells me what you've learned in this course, not just how you started the course. Okay, having said that, there are some notes that I mentioned this that for my previous class, and you have to complete this plan your portfolio. It's 10 points. If you went over the notes that I just reviewed with you guys, I think you should be fine. You can do this. This should be easy. And if you complete this post as well, I think it pretty much prepares you to write your portfolio. So when you're writing your portfolio essay, in other words, when you're writing your reflection essay, because you've completed this part, I think it should be super easy for you to complete this assignment. Okay, so you want to do your best to complete this part because it makes this assignment easier. Okay, so that's all I pretty much want to say. I want to encourage you guys to hang in there. I will be releasing feedback comments on all the work you've completed so far. Just bear with me. This week is hectic. I'm sure that you all had a busy one over Thanksgiving break, and so I look forward to updating you about what's the next step in this course, my plan for extra credit, and how you can participate if you're interested in extra credit opportunities. So stay tuned for that announcement. I will send an announcement regarding that. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.